Alrighty guys, what is up? It is Almighty, and today I am back. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while, and yeah, but it's summer now, so hopefully we'll have lots of videos to come. But anyway guys, today I am talking about, not The Division, I almost said The Division, but today we are talking about Watch Dogs 2. So it was basically released yesterday, or the day before. So yesterday it was. So basically it was released Wednesday at E3, and they released a lot of stuff. They released 3 trailers, and a lot of behind the scenes things, which was really cool that they did that right away. And one thing that's a lot better about this Watch Dogs is well, hopefully it doesn't get delayed this time, because it's supposed to come out fairly soon in 2016. I think it might be November. I'm really not sure, but it sucks that we're not going to have it to play the summer, but at least we'll have lots of news and information. Now, if you guys didn't play the first one, I wouldn't say pick it up and play the first one, because the second one has initially nothing to do with the first one, except for if you played the first one, Clara, she was in DedSec, and our new protagonist, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Our new main character, who you play as, is in DedSec, which is the hacking group that Clara was a part of. And, yeah, so that's basically the only thing that has to do with him, besides, it's Watch Dogs and it's hacking. But besides that, it has initially nothing to do with the first one, so there's nothing really going to pick up. But I want to go over the things that they talked about, things that they fixed, and what at least I'm really hoping for this new game. So one thing that they've definitely improved on, excuse me, is the graphics. If you look at the trailer from 2014 and gameplay versus 2016, now the graphics have gone up a whole lot. Now, the driving is really weird. In the first one, it was kind of heavy, and I don't know, it was really weird. They've said some things about the driving. I'm not really sure if they fixed it a whole lot, but let's hope for it. They've added a ton of different cars, which is one thing that they talked about, and I'm really looking forward to. But one thing that I've noticed is they're really starting to make it its own game. Before, it just felt like a GTA almost, if you know what I mean. Like, you went to a gun shop, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm sure you can do the same thing in Watch Dogs 2, but it didn't feel like its own game. Now, I mean, although it was the very first game of its kind, there was no really other game ever like this. So they kind of had to start from scratch, so we can't really bog on them too much about, the first game being pretty shitty. The first game lived up to expectations, but it not quite, to be completely honest. It wasn't worth the wait. I will be getting the gold edition of this game because I am pumped for it. It looks awesome, and it's just, it takes place in a better atmosphere. Like Chicago, they picked that for Watch Dogs, the very first one, because it was one of the most, I'm trying to think of the word for it, most like visualized, like watched city, I guess you could say. It had the most cameras. It was most, like secured city, I guess you could say, of cameras and such. That's why they picked that, and then you could hack the bridges and things like that, which was a lot of fun. You create like crazy car pileups to get away from people or get to people, which was pretty nice. But now for this game, they chose San Diego, which is Southern California. Now, the reason I like San Diego a lot better than Chicago, it's almost like a better atmosphere. There's a lot of crime and things in Chicago, and I mean, there's obviously a ton of crime in San Diego, but I don't know, just the Chicago atmosphere, it was always cloudy. There never felt like a nice warm atmosphere, if you kind of understand what I'm saying. If not, then I'm sorry. But it feels like, almost warmer of a game. More like inviting, I guess you could say. Um, and it's just like all the colors pop. It's really modernized. That's one thing I noticed about this game, and just the trailers. I'm gonna have all the trailers at the end of this video, or I'll re-upload them. But like in part of the trailer, you could see they were taking a picture with a selfie stick. I don't know any other game that has a selfie stick in it. Okay, I've never seen a game have a selfie stick in it. They've showed one thing that they did really good on, besides just technology and updating everything, because there's a lot more technology around than there was, well, not really technically in 2014, but they kind of made everything modernized, which I like a lot. And I think that was really easy for them to do in San Diego. Now back to the map in as San Diego. One thing that they did very well was, and they talked about it in the trailer, they really showed wealth to poverty, if you know what I mean. Like, our protagonist comes from, he's profiled wrong, I guess you could say. He grew up in Oakland, not a, all nice neighborhood. And he's kind of turned it around. And one thing I like about, both Watch Dogs games is our protagonist is never really a hero or a villain. I mean, obviously they're always up to mostly good, but they're never really quite there, and they always break the law. And you kind of understand it. They kind of got like the badass hero type thing going. I guess you could say that. But anyway, they back to the poverty thing. They really showed, like, they showed people calling the cops on other people in a bad neighborhood. Now, they really showed, in my opinion, riches and poor in the game. At least in the trailer, anyway. They really showed that, and that's one thing I like, because I never want a game where it's just open world and everybody's rich or everybody's poor, there's crime everywhere, you know what I mean? There's going to be nice neighborhoods, there's going to be bad neighborhoods, and if they can really show that out, it will really feel like an open world game. Now, they did a really good job at making us feel like the world is not revolving around us. And what I mean by that is, like I said earlier, in bad neighborhoods, someone could call the cops on someone else. That is, pretty cool. Like in GTA, every now and then you'll see a cop chasing a random pedestrian for something. And that makes it feel open world. It makes it feel like the world's not revolving around you. Like the cops aren't only just getting called on you. And that's one thing I really like about the game. And they're giving you a lot more options this time around. They're making it so if you want to just hack your way through it, it's possible. If you want to go completely stealth, if you want to go, you don't actually want to take any lives, that's possible. They showed the taser. If you want to go guns blazing, that's also possible. So they're giving a lot more options, so not everyone is going to play exactly the same. So you're going to get different turnouts, I guess you could say. So guys, let me know your opinion of this game. This is just what I've picked up. I'm sorry this video I kept saying because it's kind of hard to talk about. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the game. I'll have trailers uploaded later today, hopefully. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like. If you didn't, drop a like anyway, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.